Everyone, it's Isaac here. Just providing you guys with another episode of Real Talk. Hope you're all doing really well. Starting to look forward to the end of the school year and enjoying this really nice weather that we got going on at the moment. So I hope you guys also enjoyed the first video that I put out on stress. If you haven't seen that already, or Kara's video, then check out the rest of the channel to have a look. They're very informative videos. But for this video, I'm going to be talking about depression. So through the video, I'm going to be talking about what depression is, what causes depression, what it may look like for someone, and lastly, where you can access support or some information surrounding the issues of depression. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get started. So just to start off the video, I just wanted to explain what depression actually is. Depression is characterized by a persistent sadness, as well as some other signs and symptoms. It can be persistent sadness, a lack of interest or pleasure in something that you previously enjoyed doing, and yeah. Nobody actually really knows what causes depression precisely, but there are a number of different things that are often linked to the development of depression amongst everyone that suffers from it. Alright, so the next thing that I wanted to kind of touch on is what causes depression. And it's been identified that no one actually really knows what causes depression, and there are a number of different things that are linked to the development of depression. Usually it stems from a combination of recent events, long-term issues, or personal factors. So it's usually a build-up of different events happening in your life instead of just a one-off immediate event. So that kind of brings me into my first point, which is life events. Things like living in an abusive or uncaring relationship, long-term isolation or loneliness, life stresses are identified as one of the main causes of depression. Personal factors such as family history, so depression can run in families sometimes, and sometimes if a family member has been a victim to depression, you're at a generic increased risk, as well as personality, serious medical illness, and drug and alcohol use are developed or identified as major causes of depression. Thing I wanted to touch on were the signs and symptoms surrounding depression. This could be a family member, a friend, or you personally feeling this way. These signs and symptoms all lead towards depression. So some of them could be changes in behavior, not going out and doing things anymore, not getting things done at work or school, relying on alcohol and sedatives, some changes in your feelings, feeling overwhelmed, lacking confidence, being unhappy and sad. And then lastly, there's some physical issues, so constantly being tired, sleeping problems, and just constantly feeling sick and run down. Just one thing on the signs and symptoms I wanted to touch on is that it's important to remember that we all experience some kinds of these symptoms from time to time, and it may not necessarily mean that you're depressed. Equally, not everyone who is experiencing depression will have every single one of these symptoms. That's just something that's really important to remember when discussing the problem. Alright guys, so the last thing from me is information on where you can gain access and support. If you're suffering from depression, or you feel like someone close to you is suffering from depression, the first organisation that I want to talk about is Beyond Blue. Their website is really, really good. They offer heaps of different information, and the main part that I think is really good is they provide you with a list of services. I'm going to leave the link to that down below in the description, but they kind of offer you different health professionals in your local area that will be able to help you and support you if you're feeling down. It's also advice speaking to a GP, so your doctor, is a really good start to getting a referral for mental health services. As well as that, local youth services is also a really good idea. Speaking or talking to anyone involved at a youth service centre would be a good place to start. And then the last one that I want to talk about is talking to anyone. Anyone you feel comfortable with, a family member, a friend, just someone to get the conversation going, someone that you feel like will be able to support and offer some understanding. So that's about it from me, guys. Again, if you feel like you're having any problems, please feel free to reach out to me, Kara or Amir, and we will be happy to help, more than happy to help. And yeah, thanks for listening, guys.